Hey, it's Tori, and welcome back to my channel. Today we welcome part of the theory to the channel. How are you guys doing?
We're perfect.
We are fine. How are you?
Yeah.
I'm doing really well. I know I said it previously when you first joined the Zoom call, but just thank you so much for taking the time to sit down and chat with me today. I know it's really late where you are, and would you care to introduce yourselves and tell us what you do within the band itself?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to start?
I am Giorgos. I am the drummer of the band.
I am Vicky. I think.
And I'm Alexis. I play guitar and all the orchestra stuff.
So you're a progressive metal band based in Athens, Greece, who seemed to just burst onto the scene about 6 months ago, of course, with your song and music video for Famished Mammon. I want to know your thoughts and feelings on the response that you've gotten so far from people who are discovering your music, and it's really blown up in the reactor scene as well.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's overwhelming. We actually didn't expect any of the reaction from the audience, from the reaction community that supported us like a lot. So it's overwhelming as a feeling, at least for me, for you guys.
Yes.
Of course, we didn't accept it something like that when we going to release the song. And also, it's our first song, so we don't know how the world going to react to something new, also for us.
Yeah.
And so it's a very good feeling, I think, for all of us to have all these people to respond and to react to our music.
Yeah, and understand our music, like for you, for instance, we were watching your reaction to our live video, and at first we didn't thought that any of the people that came to our live would vibrate at this level with what we're doing, and seeing a person from the other side of the world, like completely understanding and being in this moment with us, it was everything for us, and we didn't know that this would happen. And it's like a feeling of fulfillment, like a full circle moment.
Yeah, because we put a lot of Balkan folk in our song, so we didn't expect like any response or like any vibes because it's not a pop kind of structure or a pop kind of vibe song. So we didn't expect anything. We just put it out there, hoped for the best.
Yeah, no, I discovered you because I live stream on Twitch as well with my community, and I think it was Matt. You know him, Matt. He won one your giveaway. Yeah, I think he was the one who requested your song, and we played it in my stream, and I was like, this is one of those songs I wish like somebody had requested and told me, you need to film this. You need to film it for your channel because it was so incredible. But then you put the live version out and I was like, yes, I can finally like push you now on the channel and get it up there. And just even from my side of things, being here in the US and just that vibe you have up on stage, everybody up on stage, you're really inviting, you really pull the audience in, and I love that. And like you said, you put in these cultural instruments and things from your life, and I love that. I love when people really pull in their own influences and their own likes and into their own art, and that's why I vibed with it, because one, it was different, and two, it was so catchy as well, that chorus.
When someone calls our music catchy, we we never expected
Yeah, the 8-minute song cat. It's very funny.
Yes.
Thank you, though. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
It means
Yes.
the world.
So, if I want to go back to the very, very beginning, of course, how did you all meet and decide to create music together?
Through Alex.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
Alex brought us all
Γιώργο,
together.
πες την ιστορία μου, που τη λες
Oh,
είναι.
yeah.
George says
So
always the backstory and the beginning, so it's the best person for
yeah,
this.
I have a letter written and everything. No, just kidding. So we were playing. Me and Alexis were playing in a band together back like now 10 years ago, maybe. It was nothing like this. We were playing like more.
New metal
Yes.
stuff like 3 days ago. We play more cover songs. We have start. It's a whole different band, and after we break with these guys, I
He
want.
was playing bass also.
Yeah, I play bass
in
in
that
this
band.
band. Okay. I have the idea, and I want, and we have vibe with George with the drums and all of this, and we'd like to make a new band with a total different sound of this. It's a more the first idea is to make a classic rock band. After we in the first we have a piano in a real piano. I know. I think I
A
mean
keyboardist.
a keyboard,
Keyboardist,
a
yeah.
real guy, not a laptop.
Yeah, his childhood best friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also with Vicky, we start with immediately up in the vocals, and we start to after the first, I think, or two rehearsals, we start immediately to write songs and to jam along, and it seems that this is the way we want to
Yeah.
go, not to the old for cover songs or to make something like this. And
Also-
the first song, no.
No, not about the first song, but it all started like in our late teens. Like I think it was
Yeah.
20.
For you, man.
2018, 2017. But it was like we are a band for a long time. And we started, like the guy said, experimenting through a lot of genres. Like we played a lot of classic rock and then funk. And then
And the first song we have wrote as a band as a original song. It's a funk rock song. I
Yeah.
think we have played only once in a live, and we
No.
haven't played it. I don't remember if I know
No,
the
that's
song now.
only once in 2018.
yeah, and it was also they all started about experimenting and feeling free and being us. Like we created the safe place to do whatever we wanted. And through that work, we started really understanding what we actually seriously wanted to tell through that
But then we don't have
experimentation.
Stefanos in the band.
Yeah, we
so
didn't have our bassist.
we have not bass player in the band.
Yeah, we had the keyboardist that were playing with his left hand. And then in the COVID era, Alexis started like experimenting with the orchestras and the synth sounds through his computer. And
Also,
after COVID,
I think
Stefanos joined us.
yes.
We had another bassist for like a year or so.
Yeah, we have a lot of change in lineups.
It was hard.
Until we find the
right one.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know, the music that you hear like now from the song, it was not created like overnight. We didn't say we want to do this. It happened over a long period of time that we jammed a lot. It happened over time, and once we started writing. This is actually one of the first songs. It had another form back when we started it, and when we were about to recreate it, we wanted to make it a whole different thing, and so it happened like over a couple of years, I think. I think our most productive years, to find our identity were the COVID years because
Yeah.
we had a lot of time to do things, to experiment. We changed the lineup sometimes, and yeah.
Yeah, now we are here.
Now,
I wanted to know what the meaning behind the band's name was, that part of the theory. What does it mean to you guys, and what do you want to present that out to the world like?
Okay, so when I explain it in Greek, it sounds like I'm on drugs. So I hope that in English will translate somehow. It somehow tries to explain the feeling that we get when we are in the stage in a live show. And in that live show, we have a very particular audience. Like some, all these people, they will never be at the same place at the same time. And thanks to that, we are creating together a special world and a special bubble that through the communication of our music, we're staying in here, and it's like a little conspiracy of ours.
cult.
So, so part of the theory means like we are part of this conspiracy, but also the audience is part of this conspiracy, and it cannot happen without both of the worlds meet.
No, I love how you explained that. Like it came across really well in English, so it's such a great idea for it, because what would the band be without their audience at the end of the day?
Exactly. Like I think for the most of the musicians, music is a need of communication. Most of us are really bad at communicating in the real world. So if you're not communicating your music at the end of the day, you're not feeling complete.
Yeah.
And we feel very connected to our audience. I mean, I think all of us try when we're on stage. We're like spots, little people that do
Always.
different things when we play. Like they get hyped, they get like super like geeky. Oh, what they play! Oh,
Do you get personal when you're
yes, yes.
playing? Because sometimes I'm looking at the person like really in their soul.
The dead eye. I lock
Yeah.
on him to see what he does when we do this. I just lock with some
Yeah,
people.
but sometimes don't you feel like that we're like we're confusing them? Because sometimes, because I'm very in the character and I look them right in their soul, I don't know if that's good or not, if I scare them or entertaining them.
I think it can be a mix of both. I think it really depends on what kind of person they are. I know for me, sometimes that like super intimate moment, it can be a bit overwhelming for an audience member because you're not quite expecting it. But at the same time, it's like, oh, they looked at me. They found me in this huge audience of people that are here right now, and it's like that little tiny little bit of connection that you get to have with a certain member of the band, and I think it's just a really nice, wonderful thing, and it's nice that you all do that and you all go out on the stage looking to do that.
It's fun, yes. But I think nobody looks at me, so because I'm on the back, so I can look at everybody freely.
So going back to your first and only single so far, Famished Mammon, I wanted to know what the story was behind that.
Do you want to explain first, like instrumentally and
No,
stuff?
explain the lyrics and all the stuff behind the concept of Famished Mammon, and I then explain the composition and how they change as a song.
The song was written like when we started experiencing the adult world.
Adulthood.
Yeah, and getting out in the work environment, trying to rent a place, trying to live among this society. And it was a very fast realization that people learn easy to step on others so they can have what they want or feel like they are more. And it's also because of the economy of Greece is something that we are experiencing in a very high level. Like you are actually experiencing violence through the process of trying to do anything. So it was through a very personal journey, but at the same time, when I communicated the lyrics with the guys, it was something that we all felt like we are living. Uh, and it is somehow because of the Balkans, because the Balkans has this kind of experience. So it is exactly what it is. Famished Mammon, people
Mhm.
that can be demons at the end of the day, and how easily you can be that demon. Like, I'm not saying that I'm out of the society, because when you're experiencing it, you get to be this beast.
Mhm.
Instrumentals.
Yeah, the Famished Mammon has become a whole different song, I think. We have only instrumental as a concept. We have all this more Middle Eastern concept and all this vibe, but we don't have particularly the bass line with the drums behind the verse, all the lyrics. It's a different song with a different name. And we keep it all this Middle Eastern vibes with the santur in the beginning. Before it has a piano more section, and I take all the piano and put it into orchestra and put it in different instruments with different timbres. And so some after Vicky come with the lyrics. We jam along about the verse, which is the more difficult part to find it. And after, with some post productions, we make something that is now Famished Mammon. This is becoming the instrumental. It's a song that becomes something like something else. It can go to Famished Mammon, I think.
Yeah.
We had like the first song, the first like type of song that was Famished Mammon was like 3 minutes typical rock song, like verse, riff, solo. But after we reworked it, we put like all these kind of elements that he said, all the different instruments, some other parts. We put layers in vocals. And yeah, we really reworked it to be what it is.
And we don't know that is this cuts the chorus about yes, I'm gonna do that in the
Yes.
first. We don't think
Yeah.
that this is the chorus. We think that it's after this
The
is the
pre-chorus.
pre-chorus. We think, but after we heard it after the recordings and the mixing process, all this, and we heard it with a more point of view out of this, we think that this have to be the chorus,
Yeah.
and we think
I actually didn't know that it would make the song because, as the guy said, we jam a lot to
Mhm.
write. And I'm gonna do that was through a jam, and I was trying to annoy them. Like, I was, I was repeating this because I felt like it was fun. And Alex actually said, "Okay, this is good. Let's keep it." So yeah,
Isn't it funny how like little things like that just end up becoming the prominent thing within the song, and like that little laugh you do before the chorus too, just like that gets stuck in my head. So does the chorus, and like I mentioned, it is such a huge catchy song, and I'm glad that it's not just like this 3-4 minute like everyday rock song. I'm glad you guys expanded on that and made it bigger and made it into what it is, because I think the subject matter deserves that, and it deserves to be heard that way.
Yeah, we're glad you say that,
Yeah,
because this is something that it's debated a lot, like from our audience and other people.
From us, we had conversation talking about this also.
Yeah, if we are commercial, if this is okay for the band, but at the end of the day, it's about music, and you cannot make any sacrifices. Like, we are not pop stars. We're not going to be pop stars. It is okay.
Yes.
Well, and then I'm also somebody who comes in from like the symphonic metal side of things, where they have like 15-20 minute songs, so I'm used to like long format songs. So when I was listening to it, it doesn't even feel like a 7-minute song anyway. It is just, it's so full of life, even though the subject matter is about pain and about growing into the adulthood and the demons that come with becoming an adult, and that misery side of thing that we all don't like. Yet the instrumentation of it is so, it's so happy, and it's so like it makes you want to move and dance around, and I love that juxtaposition, that contrasting moment that you get within the lyrics and then the instrumentation of it. So I just, it's such a great song. I've had it on repeat since I think, yeah, it was Matthew who introduced me to you guys, and then of course you finally put out the live version. Like, how was that to film?
Oh, it was very last minute.
And it's about, I make a call to the filmmakers about 1 or 2 days, if I remember. It's a last minute
Two
idea
days
to.
before.
No, it's a last minute idea to make a film. We have the whole live
Yeah.
with other songs that are going to be at the album.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's I think it make it in 1 hour. Put all the cameras. I make the editing, and we have
He like called them and told them like be on guard on like that date, and they were like expecting the call like literally 4 or 5 hours before the show. So it was
Yeah.
literally last
we
minute.
have not put it. We have made no reproduction about how it's going to be and where to put the cameras and all the stuff. So
It's unorganized.
it's a lot organized, but it's we think it's a good idea we have a live video of Famished Mammon.
Yeah,
Something
because-
that we want.
Yeah,
I think.
because for us, we playing live, it's a huge thing of what we are as a band, like our energy and how we communicate with the audience. So when we were chatting about the gig and how exciting it's going to be, we were like, we have to share it though. So yeah, he made the call, and thank you to the guys that came so last, and we made it.
Well, I think that's what I like about it the most, is that it does feel very organic. Even though it was last minute, it doesn't feel that way. It feels like you're part of the show. Like, watching it on the screen, it just feels like you're invited in as part of the audience that was there, and it's hard to pull that off.
Yeah,
Uh,
thank you.
Thank you. We always try to be like as active as we can on stage, and you know, we always like if the guys. I mean, I can't move, but if if the guys can have a lot space, it's very good because you know having. Being like a good live band requires a lot of movement outside of playing the right parts, playing with energy. It requires a lot of movement.
I think it's more about the moment and all the feeling about Vicky described as the description of the part of the theory, meaning it's the moment. It's all about the moment and how you feel in the state that at this moment.
Yeah, no, I love that. I love how you're all about that feeling, the emotion, because that's what music should be. It should be about really putting yourself into it, into the middle of it, and just letting it take over your senses. And that's what you guys do that.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you.
we need the good audience too. Like
Yes.
you as an audience, you were like I will say it forever. You are the best because you have to be open about these things. You have to let yourself be invited to what we're making because we're making it together. If you have like a wall, you're not letting yourself experience this stuff. So we are very lucky at the most of our shows because our audience is so generous with us to let us take them with us.
I remember well, it's the first live that we see the people to sing.
Yeah, because we didn't. So we have a full album and some other songs that we always played, but we never released them. So people always just watched from the distance. And it was the first time because it was the first time after our release that we saw people sing our lyrics. So this was a very nice moment for us.
Yeah, it's going to be very rewarding seeing people singing your words back to you, and just like you said, just really freeing themselves, getting themselves in that moment, because you yourselves need to feed off of that energy for your performance.
Exactly.
So I wanted to go to the concept of the music video because Vicky, you yourself, you seem to play, well, you take on the persona of like 3 different characters throughout the story. Where did that idea come from?
It actually has a story that we were writing before the music video, because we always like to think that our music and songs are little stories and little worlds.
Mhm.
So when we finished the song, we were like, okay, let's write a story about it, like where this is from and how people are in this very extravagant Balkan world. So these characters are like a wink in this story. I think sometimes we have to make a comic out of it because it's
Yeah,
a
we
very
have-
nice story.
In the first, we have the idea of to make a short film, but we take all the symbolisms and everything about the concept and put it in a more music video format, I think. So
Yeah.
this is came about the music.
Yeah, so the characters are more like symbols of this story. Like you have this girl in the stairs or the ladders, and she wants to go up and join the people that can live and enjoy the upward. And
The more privileged world.
Mhm.
yeah, but she doesn't do it. And you have the girl that she's a fighter and that everyone calls her a pirate. I don't know how they see it, but I guess she's a pirate.
Yeah, because
They
it's like to be a pirate.
But now she's because people likes it. She's a fighter. She wants to kick your ass. She's the I'm gonna do that person.
Mhm.
Then you have the person that has all the table to herself, and she can drink for every glass around her, and she can eat from every plate around her, and she doesn't share. And yeah.
I think
This-
people just automatically see a bandana and think, "Oh, pirate."
what
No.
can you do? If they like it, it's a pirate.
No, I really love the storytelling behind the music video. I really like when artists like yourself really think about the concept and match it to the song, because there are, I'm not going to name and shame, but there are people out there that put music out, but then their conceptual ideas don't match with the music, and I'm like, what are you doing? And I'm just so glad that you were able to match that and to have that energy flowing through. Again, it's all about the energy and the feeling, and I'm gushing over you guys because I love you. And I wanted to talk about the acoustic performance you posted, because you said that it felt weird because you normally don't do stuff like that. Like, what was that experience like for you all? And like, what did you think of the response you got from it?
It's another last minute idea. I think have rent a studio for a day, and we want to make as much possible content about Famished Mammon we could. And we have the idea to make a acoustic version of Famished Mammon. We haven't rehearsed or any jam about this. And we just sit down all together with the guitars and the cajon and the Vicky's vocals, and we start to jam our songs how we're going to be acoustic, I think.
Yeah.
And it came out
Naturally.
we think really well. We don't expect to be as much because we haven't make any of our tracks to be acoustic. We have a lot of orchestra guitars, and we don't know if it's going to be good to be at the acoustic level.
I think we never played
Yeah, we have-
acoustic together.
Yeah, we haven't played acoustic together. We only rehearsal in a studio with drums, guitars, the laptop with orchestra, piano, and something like that.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
it's,
we played a couple of acoustic, but it was we were playing couple of times in the street like acoustic with cajon guitars, but it was all covers, and we never like played their songs that way. So we were like, okay, we can try do this and see what comes out. And within a couple of takes, we got that one, and it felt good. Sounded good, so
Yeah.
we were like, why not?
it's
Why
a live
not release?
it's a live recording. It's a one take live recording, and something like this. And it came out we think really well, and I don't know how to say it. Synodevi.
Accompanied.
Accompany our Famished Mammon really well, we think.
Yeah, and being weird, I think it is, we called it like that because we are very particular about how we are giving our music to the audience. Like, we have written for a long time music, and we don't let it until we feel like the story is completed. So being so like, let's
Bear?
do this, and yeah, and one take, and then listen it, and okay, let's share it. It's weird because our band is let's connect everything and be perfect and write everything
After
down.
make an orchestral version with the acoustic.
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah,
We have put-
yeah.
I was gonna ask, like, would you do it again for in the future for other singles you may bring out?
for acoustic versions. We have a lot of ideas, I think, about the versions, how going to be the new songs, different versions of the songs. We think we don't know how it's going to be, but we definitely will try to make different versions.
Yes, we can jam it, and maybe we can release it. Oh, who knows?
Yeah, and also he always writes a lot of instrumentals. So we have thought a lot of times that what if the songs are actually instrumentals, and how the leads would go with particular instruments. So yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, just gotta see where things take you and go with the flow, if you will. But I think you pulled it off really well, considering it was just a one take thing and you just went in and did it. I think that speaks to the talent of you all as a band to really strip it back and pull it back and do something a little bit different with it.
Yeah.
It was a nice experience.
Yeah. Well, it was a nice experience for us to listen to.
Thank you.
So, I noticed that you're kind of doing these singles in like a cycle formation, sort of like started like you release the song and then you push that song and the story and then you finish up, you wrap it all up, and then bring out the next single. Is that something you're going to continue on with this album release?
Yeah, it's definitely something like this. We want, as Vicky said before, we think every song has a world of it. We have a lot of concept behind all how all songs connected together, and so we think about to release it in the same way how it deserve it. I think every song to be in a more single format with
exactly
the world, the concept, all the after release contact.
Yeah, because when you do an album, sometimes the songs don't get the attention that they deserve, or sometimes when you listen to an album, you start thinking that this may be a filler or this may be a filler song. And in our album, we have no filler songs.
At least that's how we feel.
Yeah. So this is exactly how we're going to continue
Presentation.
presenting our songs, because uh, when you get our little children song, you have to give it attention. You have to let it sit, because it's a big song, and realize its world, and then we are continuing to something else.
No, I really love that approach. I love how you're giving the right amount of attention to each individual single and song that you'll be bringing out, and really conceptualizing everything behind it. And I just the little world that you have going on within it. I wanted to know what the creative process looks like for you as a band when it comes to like songwriting, the lyrics, or just like general composure or
I
composition.
About
Yes.
the lyrics, it's all about Vicky.
Yes,
We
lyrics.
don't. It's a lyric machine. So we don't. Così the black one. Sorry.
Involved.
Involved.
we don't
Yeah,
get
sorry.
involved.
Sorry for the English.
Sorry for the English.
And we, at first, it's all about rehearsal. This album, it's a more of the origins and the beginning of the band.
Yeah, it's part of the theory before part of the theory.
Yeah, it's before even the name.
Yeah.
And so it's more tracks that we put a lot of experiment and jamming all together in a studio environment. But after the years, we develop more ways to write songs, more to involve the PC and all the orchestras, and some parts making more to the PC now, and then rehearsal and changing, and we think all the songwriting process is something like this. It's a back and forth between a jam or a riff or a rehearsal, and then back to PC or the other round. And
Yes, but sometimes like we have written down a part, but after 1 or 2 weeks, we're like, well, okay, we're gonna change it. So in comes something that someone has thought and presents it, and so the whole song changes. But I think 90 to 95% of our songs have started from jamming. Uh, so that's where it all starts, and then we start bringing different ideas. Then sometimes Alexis brings some things from he has created something from his PC. Sometimes Stefanos will bring something, I will bring something, and we conclude after a long time to finish the song. But we always revisit parts and maybe change them.
I think the core it's about freedom,
Mhm.
like be honest to ourselves when we are writing something, and when we are realizing what is the truth, we are trying to fulfill the needs of the song with whatever we need. Like sometimes it's more jammy and more freestyling the way we're writing stuff.
I
But
think
other
in the
times,
beginning,
yeah, this is more in the beginning. But other times it's very well thought in the PC with Alex.
I think
So I think it's the core. It's that, and then it's like the song asks us to give it something, and we're trying every way to give that something to the
it's
song.
about the story. Every song has to tell. Finally, we can begin with some parts, but after we release, we realizing that it's not suitable for this story. It's from a different story or something like that, and so we have a back and forth to make it to be flawless and to have this storytelling feeling.
It's kind of like the song guides us to go there. And we know, I think that now that we have been with this lineup 3 years, we all have, when we start the song, we all have a vision about how it's gonna go, and we let it flow
I don't have a vision.
instinctively.
I don't have a vision. I really don't have a vision. I trust the rest of the band. I trust the song, but I never know where it's going to end up. Like sometimes I write lyrics and I don't know what they're meaning. Like my second synthesis, I think somehow leads me to write some stuff, but then I realize it. Or even I write stuff because they sound good because of the syllables. And then somehow it makes sense to continue in a way that makes sense with the story too. Or sometimes what Alex writes in the PC, because after the orchestras and stuff, he brings a very particular ambience and energy. So then the song writes itself.
I think at the beginning, every song it's more abstract. We don't know where it's going to be. After we make it more layering, put more layers and have more parts, and start to begin to be more a song and not a particular section of the song. We start realizing maybe where have to go, but it's something that changes all the time. We don't know exactly where it's going to be until we find the right place, and it does take time. So this is because our music takes so time to make it, because we have a lot of this back and forth until we think that it's the best for this storytelling point wise.
Well, and that makes sense because you don't want to put that pressure on yourself of I have to write something and we have to get it out at this point and just because, but you're just very free with it. You let the song flow through whatever through yourselves and become what it wants to become. It's not something that's forced.
Yeah,
Exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah. We
See,
have
we could say it with so many words.
we sometimes we have a lot of months that we're trying to find the part that's going to connect to other sections. It's all about this all the time. I have a lot of these problems because I don't know how to say it in English. Μόνικος λέει.
He's a very
Mm.
how do you say that?
Obsessive.
Obsessive over, but not obsessive. Like
Perfectionist, maybe?
Yeah.
Kinda.
he's very, but he doesn't care about being like what he thinks about perfect, but he wants to sounds honest.
Yeah.
Like when he hears something that bothers him, he says to me sometimes, like that doesn't sound right. Like this doesn't sound like something that the song wants to say.
Even if the part is good, it's a lot of time that the section is good, but it's not good for this time of the song or this song entirely.
Yeah, we threw many catchy stuff and because the song doesn't feel like it wants to go there. So he's very like he wants to be all right with the song.
Well, I think you need somebody like that, somebody who will be just completely blatantly honest with you about what's going on here and what doesn't sound right, and just bring that up to the rest of the band, and then you can work on it. And things change for a reason. I'm a true believer of things happening for a reason and things turning out the way they do for a reason. And like you say, the story starts to unfold and becomes what it is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I wanted to know what the overall message you would hope your listeners take away from listening to your music and your art.
Smart, I think.
Nice
Smart
question.
question.
I think for from one to another member, it's kind of different. I think what I would like from people to get from our music is feel understood. Like when I hear music, I have two reasons: to entertain myself, and then to feel like someone understands me completely. And I wish I can give a description of what someone feels to at some level with what we're making. For me.
Yeah, I haven't thought of it, and I'm thinking right now on what to answer. I mean, if I have to put it like Vicky, when I'm listening to music, I'm always like for the past couple of years, I'm trying to like I want the vibe to match my vibe. I mean, I don't listen to one music. I listen to a lot of music, but for our music, for what our listeners have to get is like freedom of expression. Like when someone hears our music, I want him to feel free to not like understand our the meaning if he doesn't want to, but like feel free hearing it, vibe with it, and has a good time overall. I think, yeah.
What do you want?
I don't know.
Your turn.
He's very unsociable.
I mean, same, to be honest. I'm quite a quiet person, but I just wanted to speak on that because I feel like it goes back to what Vicky was saying earlier about the lyrics and somehow sometimes they don't particularly make sense to yourself. However, to somebody who is out there listening to it, they can interpret it into their own feelings and thoughts.
Yeah. And this is about honesty. Like sometimes you're talking about something very particular that someone may never have experienced, but because you are honest, this as a feeling is enough to be communicated and get through the other and use your words to describe something else that feels very honest to them.
Yeah. That's why I listen to music, is to connect and not feel alone in my feelings at times, and know that there's people, because sometimes when you are down or you're just feeling a certain way, you tend to feel isolated and alone, and yet there's artists like yourselves out there who write incredible music and lyrics, and then you put that out into the world, and like you said, it's so incredibly honest and raw and open that then makes the listener think, oh wait, I am not alone in this feeling. There's people out there who feel exactly the same, and one, there's no shame in me feeling this way, and two, I'm now connecting to other people that are feeling this way. And I think it's such a beautiful thing that music delivers to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what I love about this era, that because we can connect so much through the internet. There is so much range to whatever you can find, like from weird, weird to very artsy, and very poppy, and makes you feel all right with what you are, because you are not you are not alone, and at the end of the day we are all weird, we are all sad, we are all happy, we are everything and nothing.
Pretty much, pretty much. Well, I'm not going to keep you long because we've already been talking for almost an hour already. I just wanted to know what the band's rest of year plans are that you can discuss with us that won't give away any spoilers.
We plan to release like our songs when they are fully written, fully mastered in the next year, in 2026. I don't want to give a lot of spoilers though, so I don't know what I must say, must not say. So uh, we will make video clips for every song. We will try.
We hope.
No, we will. Yeah, we hope.
Get in the right mindset, Vicky. You will do it.
We will try to make the best possible outcome for every song, and they will all be released in singles and then as an album.
Yeah. About the album, I think what we can say for sure it is that it has our origin. Like it's even more raw, it's even more experimental, and it's how we found our identity and who we are. Because it's what we said before. It's part of the theory before part of the theory. So you're getting in there with us, like realizing with us our sound. And this is one of the reasons that we want to do these things about the singles. Like we are releasing it not as an album, but brick by brick by brick by brick, to let our audience realize our sound with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are songs that were like started in 2016, 2017, and
16, I didn't knew you.
I don't remember the right dates. And there can be songs that have been written very like in the past 2 to 3 years. So yes, you will get from the album. You will get whole story of those years.
We're
those process.
currently in a recording phase. We're going to make recording the instruments.
Yeah, we're starting this week. Wish us good luck.
And we have already made some communication about the video clip, so we hope to keep the timeline and to be in the time we want to be out in the world.
Yeah, be patient. Go.
We're trying.
We never do something to just release. Like
Yes.
if it's not okay, you will have to wait.
Yeah.
But we want it to be within 2026.
We try
It will
to
be in 2026.
we hope, yes, and we try to be at the top and at level we could afford and we could make in this stage of our band. So it's it's an independent work, so it's have a lot of work from ourselves to make it, and in a more technical way. So yes, be patient. We try. We work every day on this.
Great art takes time, you know. People have to have patience, and like you say, you don't want to just be releasing something just because. It needs to feel that it fits within the storyline and the cycle that you want to present.
Exactly.
Thank you for thank you for this.
Well, there's another artist, she's Dutch, she does symphonic metal, and she's doing sort of the same thing with her album. She's doing it over like a 5-year period where every like 6 months or so, she will do a cycle of a single and releases that like that. So it's not new for me as a listener, and I think it's a really great way to really bring attention to each individual song, and because like you say, sometimes it's got to be so incredibly hard to choose singles as the artist yourself to put out there for an album release. Whereas now you get to actually focus on each one individually, and each one has its own little world, its own little story, and its own little push out into the world, and it's not just something that's forgotten and left on the album.
Yeah, we don't want this.
Yeah.
That puts a lot of work to every little aspects of every song that it's going to be this album. It's a lot of work about, I don't know, many years, about 5 or I don't know how many years we.
I think
More
it's
than
maybe
5.
7
Yeah.
years. Like one of the songs are written like 7
No, I
years.
don't remember. We had a lot of. It's, yeah, it's all about this.
Yeah.
Well, do you
Glad
guys
we
have...
found-
Sorry, say that again. I missed that.
We're glad we found you. Like now there is people that is waiting for to listen to
Yeah.
it. We're very lucky that someone's
Yes,
waiting
course.
to listen to all this stuff.
Yeah, I'm really excited for your future as a band, and for myself as a consumer, and as a reactor too, because now I can actually, the next video you put out, I can actually put it on the channel, whereas the previous one I missed out. But I just wanted to know if you had any last words or thanks or anything like that for anybody watching this interview.
We would like to thanks, I think.
Yeah.
Thank for our support, for your kind words, for your creative words, and your advices and your opinions about their music. It's all helpful. All kind of words, whether good or bad, are welcome.
Yeah, we want to thank people like Matt that are supporting us, and they just found us in the internet.
Mhm.
And
It's a hype booster, much.
yeah, and this is actually what brought us here, because after all, we are just a band from Greece that never released anything anywhere. We didn't felt like we had some value till someone else said, okay, you are not the only one that listens to it. We also value it. We also feel it. We understand it. And thank you, because this is all about like this fulfillment, this circle. And thank you, the reaction community, because you are helping small artists like us to be introduced to
wider
more
audience.
people. Yeah. And thank you, Tori, for being so generous while reacting to the artist stuff, not only us. Like I said it before, I'll say it again. You are beautiful as a human being, and I think how you express what you're feeling, it's so transparent, and it let us feel it with you. Like, thank you for existing.
Thanks a lot.
Well, thank you. That hearing that means the world to me, because I have been doing, I've had my channel, it's coming up 6 years now, that I've had the channel, and just being able to get to know, and even just to sit down here and chat with you guys that are all the way in Greece, and I'm all the way here in the US, and we get to connect and talk about your music, and it's such a nice feeling, and a nice thing. And music has always been a huge part of my life. I don't necessarily like have talent like musically, instrumentally, but like that feeling that it evokes, and just my husband will tell you, like, if I'm at home, I have a headset on. I'm always listening to everything. I listen to a whole range of different genres. It is not just rock and metal. I love all kinds of music, because I think that's why I started my reaction channel in the beginning, is because we tend to box ourselves in this little box of what we like, and we don't tend to really push ourselves outside of that. And I was like, well, these people reacting to music, and they're getting recommendations from the outside world that I've never heard of these bands or these artists, and I want to do that, because I want to expand my knowledge and my tastes, and that's why I started.
And you're
Perfect.
doing it perfectly. I would guess
Thank you.
that you are a musician. And are you a musician? Are you playing any instruments or sing? I
Nope.
would guess that you are, but at the same time, you somehow like trained with us because you're living so in the moment with the artist that you are trained. You are trained now.
Well, I guess I've learned a few things over the 6 years that I've been doing this, and my whole family is kind of musical. My grandma was a piano teacher. She went to the is it the music school in London? I can't remember what it's called, but she got her degree in teaching from that. And then I've got a lot of aunts that sing and all of that. So I do have like musical family. I learned a couple. I started learning a couple of instruments, but I was the type of child where like I would start learning, I would get really into it, and then I'd hit a brick wall and be like, and then I'd stop, and I'm like, no, why did you stop? Like I could know piano right now, I could know guitar right now, but that's what one thing I did not want to do with my channel is I started it and I only uploaded like 3 times a week because I knew myself. I knew I didn't want to get burnt out. I didn't want to have something like this and then it becomes like a job in a way, because then you wake up being like, well, I don't want to do this now. And that's never been something that I've wanted for my channel. I want to do it because I'm passionate about it, and I'm passionate about pushing bands like yourself out to a wider audience. And just thank you so much for your time with me today, and it's been really nice getting to know you and like the backstory of the band and the song Famished Mammon better, and I appreciate you and your raw honesty too.
Thank you.
Thank you for
for having
inviting
us.
us.
Yes, thank you.
Well, I will leave all of the band's information down below in the description so you can go ahead and support them that way. Again, guys, it's been absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
I just want to take a moment to thank all of my incredible patrons for your continued support. You can find all of my full album reactions, my early access reactions, my early access interviews, and all of my Twitch livestream VODs over there. The link for that is right here or down below in the description. But don't forget to like and subscribe to become a Taurian. Speaking of becoming a Taurian, all of my social media links and my Discord link are down below in the description. We'd absolutely love to have you come hang out in the Discord community. And I will see you guys in the next video. Rock on.